Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is on the Markland Merchants Viking Raider axe. This is an axe that's really supposed to be used for reenactments. It's a fighting axe, so it's got a long shaft to it. It's stained really well. I like the handle a lot. Take a look at some specs, up close looks, and we're also going to cut some pull noodles with it. Let's take a look. All right, going through specs, I'm going to do a little bit of crossover between this Topeka arming sword and the length of the handle. This is a 32 3/4 inch handle. It's a really nice handle. It's stained. It tapers down so that your knuckle lining is directly on line with the cutting edge of the actual axe. If that's kind of hard for you to, or not hard, but just for you to have some size comparison, here's a Topeka arming sword that we just reviewed on the channel, and it's roughly about the same length as that. So if you think of an arming sword, a single hand arming sword, that's pretty much the length of the handle on this axe, on this fighting axe. The cutting edge is 4 inches. This is a fighting axe design, so you can see that the tip is going to be a little bit more forward, and this does come sharp. So if you're doing this for reenactments, or if you're just doing this to have an axe that you think is more appropriate for your collection, or if you're doing any type of Ren Fair stuff, this may be an axe for you to get. I like it a lot because they have brass pins that are hammered into it, which is actually more legit in my opinion, and just the way that they designed this. They did a really great job on it. The edge is sharp, so it is functionally sharp, and I know that because I did cut testing with it, as you're going to see later in this video. Steel quality of the axe head is 1060 high carbon steel, and it's really good. 32 3/4 inches, whether you're going into larger cuts with this, whether you're going into two-handed hacks. Obviously there's hooking and things like that. You can even go into pull cueing if you're thrusting with it. So this is a really good, really solid length for a handle on a fighting axe, because it's not so narrow that you're limiting mobility through circular motions, whether you're going into different parries, whether you are circling this around into chopping, or if you are going where you are sliding this into one-handed, or if you're trying to hook something in. It's the proper length for a fighting axe. So that's mostly what I have to say about it. It's legit. They did a really great job on the design, and the edge is a solid quality, and the steel quality is really legit. Let's do some up close looks of this one so you can see it in the light. You can see just the quality of the handle and also the stain on it. Let's take a look. And just before we do that, just for clarity, what I mean by stained is that the shaft on this, the whole handle, is hickory stained. So there's not like just a stain on it. All right, let's take a look at the up close looks. All right, so now we'll take a look at a little bit of movement with this axe. I don't know if this is how the Vikings moved with it. I've been training with edge weapons for half my life, so I'm gonna move with this how I know how to move with an axe. The intention of this is not to recreate Viking type of fighting or anything like that. It's literally to show you, all right, this is what the product looks like in as close to three-dimensional as possible, so this might be something you wanna pick up for your collection. Let's take a quick look at that. All right, and then we look at cut testing. I did a little bit of everything. I worked with some single-handed cuts. I worked with ripping through with double force, with a two-handed grip. And you're gonna see in the cut testing that this is a really solid edge. They did a great job on the steel quality. Let's take a look at the cut testing with the Viking Raider axe. Just to show you, those really light ones, they weren't misses. Thanks for joining me for this video. In regards to axes, I'm picky. Point of balance wise, length of handle, what's the shape of the head look like, and this one, they did a really, really great job on it. My favorite axe personally is an axe from Arms and Armor. Price point wise, I would get this one personally. It's got a really great handle to it. I would actually train with it in my yard when I'm going through different cuts and different parries and working into different cuts as well with one hand. It's great for conditioning for that. Obviously, you got to have proper training, and that's on you regarding that. But in my personal opinion, they did a great job in this design. I highly recommend it, especially if you're into Viking style history, if you're into Viking reenactments. If you want to pick this one up today, click the link in the description below this video, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.